now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On the move past the 40, down the right sideline, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got... There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Folk's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, they match watched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
back to throw again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Jones will try and run with it. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Jones will sneak it, and he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the 2nd quarter as they take the lead. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Off play action. Jones on the move to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Folks, kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On first down, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Watson now to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Now Chubb running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a first down carry for Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. Myles Garrett, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Jones. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They run again with Harris. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.